What is really the wealthiest country in Europe? To really understand how well-off people are, economists look at something more revealing than raw GDP, income per person, adjusted for what things actually cost in each country. It's called GDP per capita by purchasing power parity, or PPP. Think of it this way. A $1,000 rent payment might barely get you a tiny one-bedroom apartment in London, but a spacious penthouse in Prague. The cost of living is different in every country. That's where PPP comes in. It allows for a fair comparison by showing what people can actually afford in their own countries, so we can see who's truly better off. Today, we're looking at the 10 richest countries in Europe. Like and subscribe so you don't miss more videos like this. 10. Sweden. Sweden ranks high in Europe with a PPP per capita of $74,902, meaning its citizens have significant buying power despite a high cost of living. Beyond its beautiful landscapes of forests, lakes, and the northern lights, Sweden stands out for its strong economy and overall high quality of life. Major cities like Stockholm are hubs of innovation, with global brands like Spotify and Volvo. But the Swedish way of life still centers on fairness and a strong social system. What makes Sweden unique is how its economy supports a comfortable life for almost everyone. High wages paired with benefits like universal health care, free education, and extensive social security ensure that people here live well, even in expensive cities. Housing in Stockholm can cost you an arm and a leg, but the high purchasing power means that most Swedes can afford it. Add to that a nation that leads the world in environmental innovation, with wind and solar energy, and you've got a place where both wealth and well-being go hand in hand. 9. Belgium. Belgium, with a PPP per capita of $75,846, offers a lot more than just its famous chocolates and beer. Sitting at the crossroads of Europe, Belgium is a rich blend of cultures, languages, and, of course, economic prosperity. While Brussels may be known for its international politics being the capital of the European Union, it also has a thriving economy that thrives in sectors like finance, tech, and pharmaceuticals. The economy here is dynamic, and the people are some of the highest earners in Europe, even though Belgium's cost of living isn't as high as some other Western European nations. Despite some cities like Brussels or Antwerp having a higher price tag, Belgians can comfortably afford this due to their strong purchasing power. Whether you're enjoying a waffle on the streets of Bruges or working in a cutting-edge tech startup in Ghent, the standard of living is high across the country. The healthcare and education systems are top-notch, and social security benefits make sure that people who hit tough times are well taken care of. Belgium's economy is diverse, with a rich cultural history and thriving modern industries that support an enviable lifestyle. It's a country that shows you can have both a rich cultural heritage and financial success. 8. Malta. Malta may be small, but with a PPP per capita of $76,705, it punches above its weight economically. This tiny island in the Mediterranean has become a hidden gem for both tourists and investors. Malta's economic rise has been largely fueled by its strong financial and digital industries. The tourism industry here is booming, with travelers flocking to the island's ancient temples, sunny beaches, and vibrant capital, which has even been named a UNESCO World Heritage Site. While it's famous for its clear blue waters and rich history, Malta is also becoming a hotspot for people seeking a place with solid economic opportunities, from finance to tech. The cost of living here is manageable, and although real estate has surged in recent years due to growing demand, the high purchasing power means residents can comfortably afford it. What really stands out is the lifestyle, great healthcare, free education, and a growing job market in a country that combines modern luxury with old-world charm. Malta is a great place for those looking to work in a growing industry, while still being able to enjoy the Mediterranean lifestyle. 7. Iceland. Iceland, with its PPP per capita of $81,215, stands as an example of how a small, remote island can have a booming economy and a great quality of life. Despite its small population, Iceland's citizens enjoy one of the highest standards of living in Europe. The country's economy, historically reliant on fishing, has expanded to include strong tourism and renewable energy sectors. Iceland is unique in its approach to sustainability. Almost all its electricity comes from renewable sources, and the country is a leader in geothermal energy. The high PPP here means Icelanders have significant buying power, which is particularly noticeable in Reykjavik, where wages are higher than in many other European capitals. While the cost of living in Iceland can be steep, especially when it comes to housing and dining out, the wealth generated by the country's renewable energy and tourism industry ensures that residents live comfortably. What sets Iceland apart is its low unemployment, great healthcare, and education systems. It's not just about enjoying majestic landscapes, though they have the economic security to back up their quality of life. 6. Netherlands. With a PPP per capita of $84,566, the Netherlands holds a strong spot among Europe's richest countries. Its economy thrives on global trade, cutting-edge technology, and a famously efficient logistics network, thanks in part to the port of Rotterdam, one of the busiest in the world. But it's not just a trading nation. The Netherlands is also a leader in green energy, finance, and innovation, attracting international businesses and skilled workers alike. High wages and solid public services allow most Dutch citizens to enjoy a comfortable lifestyle, even with a relatively high cost of living in cities like Amsterdam or Utrecht. Quality of life is a big deal here. Well-maintained cities, reliable healthcare, and bike-friendly streets are almost everywhere. The Dutch also put a strong focus on work-life balance, often working fewer hours without sacrificing income. Thanks to smart policies and forward-thinking infrastructure, the wealth here translates into real everyday comfort. Whether it's living in a modern apartment with canal views or cycling to work past historic buildings, people in the Netherlands get a lot of value for their money. The PPP per capita figure isn't just a stat. It reflects how well the Dutch have balanced prosperity, social support, and quality living. 5. Denmark. Denmark is a shining example of how a strong economy, high wages, and a focus on quality of life can create one of the best places to live in Europe. With a PPP per capita of $88,934, Denmark offers its residents a comfortable and prosperous lifestyle, supported by one of the world's best social welfare systems. Copenhagen is often touted as one of the happiest cities in the world, and it's easy to see why. People here enjoy high wages, excellent healthcare, and education, while also benefiting from a strong social safety net that helps reduce income inequality. The Danish government ensures that its citizens have access to the basics, with universal healthcare, free education, and generous parental leave policies. Even though housing can be expensive in places like Copenhagen, Denmark's high purchasing power means people can afford it without sacrificing their quality of life. In fact, the overall cost of living is balanced by the high wages and the country's commitment to sustainability, making it a place where wealth is distributed fairly and people enjoy a good work-life balance. Denmark's success isn't just in its economy but in the well-being of its citizens, making it a perfect example of a prosperous, happy, and sustainable society. 4. Switzerland has a PPP per capita of $97,581. With its well-established reputation for stability and prosperity, Switzerland has become a global economic powerhouse. The country boasts a diverse economy, with banking, pharmaceuticals, and high-end manufacturing driving its wealth. Cities like Zurich and Geneva are financial hubs, attracting international companies and investors. The banking system, in particular, is famous for its security and efficiency, making it a go-to for people looking to secure their wealth. What sets Switzerland apart is its ability to combine wealth with a strong quality of life. The cost of living in Swiss cities is notoriously high, but the country's high wages and benefits more than make up for it. Healthcare is excellent, public transportation is efficient, and the social security system provides strong support to its residents. Switzerland's high purchasing power means that even though you might be paying a premium for goods and services, you'll also find your paycheck going farther than it would in many other European countries. This perfect blend of financial power and high living standards makes Switzerland one of the most desirable places to live. 3. Norway. Norway, with a PPP per capita of $107,892, is not only one of Europe's richest countries but also one of its most generous. The Norwegian government has invested its oil wealth into a sovereign wealth fund that provides financial stability for the country's citizens, making it a standout when it comes to purchasing power. Norwegians enjoy some of the highest standards of living in the world, and the country's social system, providing universal health care, education, and generous pensions, helps to ensure that no one is left behind. The country's wealth stems largely from its oil industry, But Norway's focus on diversifying its economy has ensured it remains strong even as oil prices fluctuate. Norway has a strong manufacturing base, an expanding tech sector, and a growing tourism industry that thrives on its natural beauty. Life in Norway can be expensive, especially in cities like Oslo, but the high salaries and purchasing power more than make up for it. In addition, the country's social welfare system helps balance out the higher costs of living, providing a cushion that allows citizens to live comfortably. For those looking for a place where work and life balance seamlessly, Norway is the epitome of a rich and secure society. 2. Ireland. Ireland, with an impressive PPP per capita of $134,000, has grown into one of Europe's wealthiest nations in recent years. The country's rapid economic rise is largely driven by its booming tech sector, solid economic policies, and the presence of major international companies. Global giants like Google, Apple, and Facebook have chosen Ireland as their European headquarters, making it a center of innovation and technology. This influx of investment has significantly boosted wages and the purchasing power of the Irish people. Though cities like Dublin have a higher cost of living, the high salaries and job opportunities make it manageable for most residents. Ireland's strong financial services and tech industries provide solid job security, and the country's high PPP ensures that people can enjoy a comfortable lifestyle. The nation's excellent public services, including universal health care and free education, provide significant value to its citizens. Ireland also offers a rich cultural heritage, with its charming villages, green landscapes, and lively arts scene, contributing to a well-rounded quality of life. Whether you're employed in the tech sector or enjoying the quieter lifestyle in Ireland's countryside, the nation's wealth allows its people to thrive. 1. Luxembourg. Luxembourg leads Europe with an astonishing PPP per capita of $152,915, and it stands as one of the wealthiest nations globally. Despite its small size, Luxembourg has built an economy that is stronger than many larger countries. The country's financial sector, in particular, has played a key role in driving its success. With favorable tax policies and a prime location in Europe, Luxembourg has become a magnet for multinational corporations, especially in banking and finance. Along with its financial success, Luxembourg enjoys a diverse and developed economy, spanning technology, manufacturing, and logistics. The high wages and strong social services ensure that people live comfortably. Luxembourg's prosperity is also reflected in its modern infrastructure and well-preserved historical landmarks, offering a blend of old and new. In short, Luxembourg's wealth doesn't just show up in its economy, it shows up in the daily lives of its citizens. The country's incredible PPP per capita provides its people with a high quality of life, making it one of the most desirable places to live in Europe.